Alright, Munchkin Butt. My name is Leslie Williams, and I am in San Diego County, San Diego, California, and my phone is booting up right now. And the reason why I'm showing it to you is because I'd like to be able to show you a picture of the date and time. As you can see, it's 8:30 a.m. on 11/11/2013. My name is Leslie Williams, and I am in San Diego County, San Diego, California. Please make sure you remember this date and the fact that I'm showing you it on my cell phone. Now, the reason why I'm making this video is going to be, it's actually a video that's going to have, I'm going to be bebopping around a little bit in this video, but every single statement that I make is relevant, pertinent, and directly connected to the factual realities of what myself, and I, and my fellow targeted individuals experience and or can experience on a daily basis. Now, the following statement is the only part of this video that has nothing to do with gang stalking, at least that I know of. Today's Veterans Day, and I just got done hearing on the radio that 22 veterans commit suicide every single day. That's unacceptable. At least to me it is. I'm sure it is to any other civil-minded, healthy human being, that's just unconscionable. That our veterans are coming back from our wars, and as a result of the shock and the experiences that they experienced over in other countries, and how they're it's more than likely post-traumatic stress, is not being treated either in a timely basis or in an inappropriate basis, and I think it's just unconscionable. So, fellow American citizens, fellow San Diegoans, fellow La Jollans, fellow San Diegoans, if you can find it in your resources to support our veterans in any way possible, food, furniture, clothes, money, anything. If memory serves me correctly, I don't know if I should, just research online. And the reason I was going to say, I don't know if I should be giving any statements in reference to any names of any places that support veterans, because of the follow-up statements I'm going to make. I don't know if they're going to feel comfortable with me mentioning their names because of what else I'm going to be exposing in this video. So they might not want their names to be attached to this kind of video. So I'm going to respect that. Me personally, though, check it out. I've donated to the Wounded Warriors. It's a good thing to do, and it's the right thing to do. My name is Leslie Williams, and I'm in San Diego, California. And I'm a target victim and activist concerning the criminal expeditions of what is known as organized stalking, which can also be termed as gang stalking. Hold on one second. Now, I'm going to be smoking my morning cigarette, and I apologize for smoking on the video file. I'm hiking in California. I'm saving for a mobile home, and I'm not sure if I ever get the money saved for it, if I'm going to be buying one in California. But that's just a tidbit file in reference to, or tidbit statement. I'm making this video right now in a tent. Stay with this video, because if you do, you will be glad that you did. Excuse me. Organized stalking. Sorry. Organized stalking and gang stalking targets are made homeless. And if you've never heard of these terms before, in your first day of research, all you had online, you will discover that creating homelessness of targets is one of the main objectives concerning the perpetrators, in reference to the motivations that they have for the target, because putting the target in dire circumstances is their way that helps them that helps assist them in exploiting the target, their finances, their insurance, sexually, and even now the following statement is going to probably be something where you might just automatically turn the video off and say, well, this is definitely not something that I can do anything about. This is not something this is something that sounds too far-fetched to believe. Understand, please. what I state in my videos, I state because the fellow American citizens need to become aware of what is happening to us targeted individuals. Non-consensual human experimentation is also one of the aspirations that can be utilized against any organized stalking, gang stalking target. Go to YouTube and type in Timothy W. bioethics issues. Listen to how he talks about neurocognitive weapons and brain entrainment. That's right. Then look at the videos that are in the sidebar. Okay? Once you bring that video up, you'll see a bunch of other videos that are in the column. Okay? Concerning targeted individuals testifying before the Presidential Commission it was a bioethics commission that President Obama initiated for bioethics issues. That's right. And let me tell you something. When it came to the point to where targeted individuals were allotted their time to testify before the Bioethics Commission, all of the news reporters were ordered out of the room. Okay? You can also Google this as well. Now, so, because the research that is made off the targeted individual being humanly experimented on non-consensually most of the time from a remote distance because of the technological resources that are utilized against the target from a distance remotely. There's certain electronic technologies that these perpetrators have in their possessions that can access a target neurally from a distance. Hold on a second. I'm in San Diego, California. My name is Leslie Williams. And the reason why I make this video is to inform the public about what is happening to average American citizens. And I'm even going to do the right thing because the right thing is, doing the right thing is never the wrong thing. These expeditions are also going on worldwide. You can go to Google and type in UnitedTargetedIndividualsEurope.com at YouTube and Google. Look, and when you go to their website, look under the TI symptoms feature in reference to what UnitedTargetedIndividualsEurope.com is exposing concerning what is happening, because these expeditions are going on worldwide. Now, the only way that you can even begin to understand the neural manipulation, the physiological manipulation, the EMG manipulation, the endocrine system manipulation, the physiological manipulation, all of it is to research these criminalities extensively. It's the only way you'll be able to understand that fellow American citizens and citizens in other countries are being tortured in real time. Okay, it's what the Jesse Ventura Brain Invaders show was about. You can YouTube that. Now, you might think to yourself, this woman's crazy. Really? Get this book. You can buy it on Amazon, at Amazon. It's called The Invisible Crime, by Mike Fitzhugh. This individual is a targeted individual. Organized stalking is mentioned practically on every single page in this book. X-rays are shown in this book in reference to the neural implantation that was non-consensually, surreptitiously placed in his head and in other parts of his body. The X-rays are right in the book. Okay? This is another book, okay, that says Electronic Torture, Electronic Rape, Technology, and Gang Stalking at the Post Office, written by a fellow post employee concerning what's happening to her. Organized stalking is mentioned in this book as well. Now, well, gang stalking is mentioned right in the title of the book. Okay? Now, what this person who wrote this book is describing in this book was written by a separate target from California, San Diego County, Victoria Rose. Her documentation file is online right now. That's right. Now, in order for you to get a pictorial representation in your mind concerning the factual realities that these technologies do exist, go to the very, 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 very bottom of Freedom from Covert Harassment and Surveillance's homepage. You'll find 3 PDF links. My name is Leslie Williams. I'm in San Diego County, San Diego, California. And the reason why I'm making this video is that all you got to do is look at this honestly, with common sense. Okay? With common sense. Organized stalking is mentioned practically in every page in this book. It's mentioned in this book. Gang stalking and organized stalking is two different names for the same exact crime. Gang stalking is flat out mentioned right in the title of this book. So, if gang stalking and organized stalking targets, do they experience the technological resources that the perpetrators have in their possession? Okay? 2, neurally manipulate a target, physiologically manipulate a target. Okay? Bring a target to any brain state they want to bring, like rage, depression, anger, fear, panic, anxiety, sexual stimulation. My name is Leslie Williams. I make these videos to inform, to expose the truth concerning the factual realities of what is happening to organized stalking and gang stalking targets. Now, let me give you some other terms that you can research. Go to Google and YouTube and type in mind uploading, mind hacking, holographic projections. That's right. I do what I do in order to inform, to expose the truth concerning the torture and neural and physiological manipulation of concerning how organized stalking and gang stalking targets can experience these torturous technological resources that the perpetrators have. Okay? Now, we're made homeless, so the homelessness can be exploited by the perpetrators that are in the system at the federal, state, and local level, and most of this technology came from the military. Came from the military. Now, these expeditions are directly protected by the very system that these perpetrators are in, at every level that I just mentioned to you. And you would not believe how they have made a network of protection in any community that the targeted individual is in. That's right. They set up targeted individuals to be arrested, institutionalized, put in psychiatric floors, put in group homes where the torture continues, put in jail where the torture continues. The only way that these expeditions can happen and can continue is that if they are protected and the target is vilified and nullified. Now, is in reference to how the places that can be used for the gang stalking, like public libraries, university campuses, transportation services like MTS. Brian 2, TEW, he's online right now filing federal lawsuits against the FBI concerning what's happening to him, and in his lawsuits, his last name is spelled TEW, in his lawsuits he flat out states that he's being subject to the directed energy weapons on transportation services. How can we as American citizens wake up every day feeling safe concerning our physical integrity, our mental integrity, okay, and our ability to be mobile within our communities without being gang stalked, harassed, possibly neurally and electronically manipulated? Okay? How can we feel safe? We can't. And we can't feel safe if we can't get any uncorrupted help concerning these factual realities, because they are protected by the very system that we pay our tax dollars to fund on a daily basis, hoping that our tax dollars are being used for the right, healthy, legal purposes. I'm a good woman. I'm not involved in any illegal or criminal activity whatsoever. I'm not mentally ill in any way, shape, or form, even though, let me tell you something right now. Do you honestly think that the government, who is engaging in these kinds of non-consensual criminalities, do you honestly think that they'll admit it? No. What they do is call targeted individuals crazy, delusional. They call us crazy, delusional, schizophrenic, bipolar, paranoid schizophrenic, persecutory delusional disorder, dementia, any label that they can put on us in order to discredit us on paper, to institutionalize us, to put us in group homes, to put us in jails, okay? They will do anything and everything, every single last bit of it illegal, criminal to the extreme, and they do not care at all. Let me tell you something right now. People that would do shit like this, people that would do stuff like this, okay, and that's not including the human trafficking of a target. Do you do stuff like this? Do you honestly think they won't lie? Of course they will, because they're criminals. A rapist won't tell the truth about somebody he just raped. Of course he won't, unless there's undisputable proof that he raped the person, and then he might tell the truth for a plea bargain. That is the only time a rapist will even begin to think about telling the truth, because criminals do not tell the truth. They lie. Okay? Now, these kinds of filthy animals even subject children to this type of craziness. Okay? You know, making a targeted individual homeless for them, hold on a second. Making a targeted individual homeless is a way that they can exploit the circumstances of the homelessness by telling lies about the target, that the target's mentally unstable, that the target cannot take care of themselves because they're homeless, even though they're the ones who covertly work with, but not limited to, property owners, landlords, post employees, mail theft and mail delayment, gang stalking at the post office. Okay? That's right. The average American citizen is 3 paychecks away from being homeless already, whether they're an organized stalking or gang stalking target or not. Targeted individuals' finances are watched. Okay? Even the spending of a target, even their purchasing habits are watched. That's right. This is where the business community in part can be brought on board in these campaigns. That's right. You would not believe what I know. Now, let me give you another tidbit of information. You can go to YouTube right now and type in James Lambert. It's actually supposed to be James Walbert, but they spelled his name wrong. So you got to go to YouTube and type in James Lambert and David Larson, 52211. Okay, Federal Jack YouTube. It's a YouTube video with James Walbert and David Larson being covered on a radio show online. Okay. By Federal Jack YouTube channel, Down the Rabbit Hole Pie videos. That's right. The guy who interviews these two people, he's called Pie. The YouTube channel is called Federal Jack. David Larson is an elected official in Yucca Valley, California. He's on the water board. Okay? He has been victimized with specific types of technology that are similar to this. I don't know if he's a gang stalking target or not. James Walbert is the only individual in the United States that has won a federal court case in reference to electronic harassment. That's right. Now, the reason why I make these videos is because it's getting to the point now to where nanotechnology is also being used against a targeted individual, and nanotechnology can be absorbed through the skin, it can be inhaled. That's right. You would not believe what I know. It can be non-consensually put through a needle, even a pill. Just Google it. Just Google it and you'll see what I'm telling you is the truth. Now, us targeted individuals, the only way these criminal whores in the system, the only way these criminal whores protect themselves is by financially destituting a target, putting them out on the street, okay, and setting them up to be jailed, institutionalized, or put in a group home. And that's where and all of these isolated environments is where the torture continues. And for racketeering purposes and insurance fraud, because they're not just about research and development. They're also about racketeering and money, including human trafficking and neural enslavement for human trafficking. Now, in order for you to understand what brain entrainment is about, just go to YouTube and type in brain entrainment. You'll see brain entrainment's even being used now in the school system. That's right, and how remote neural, in reference to organized stalking targets, how remote neural monitoring is being used to stimulate the brain-entrained neural pathways and neural networks. It's neural enslavement. That's right. You would not believe what I know. You would not believe who I am. Now, hold on a second. Targeted individuals like us, like me, we have been on the targeted individuals have been on the Jesse Ventura Brain Invader show. We've been on national radio shows. We've been on national radio shows. We've been on local news broadcasts. Go to YouTube and type in gang stalking bullying on steroids. I make these videos to inform, to expose the truth. When you look at your loved one day. Now, let me backtrack for a second. I'm going to do a cognitive reset. Go to Google and type in live leak Greg Skamansky and Julian McKinney. Now, the PDF links that are on the bottom of Freedom From Covert Harassment and Surveillance, listen to this. That website is supposed to be concerning an organization that is supposed to be, because I'm hearing other things online, that it's actually a front group for the government. I don't know if it is, and I flat out cannot be preoccupied with that mentally. Okay, I don't trust them because of what I've read concerning some stuff on the internet. I don't trust anybody because organized stalking, gang stalking targets, we are what is known as high priority targets. That's right, because of what they're doing to us and what they can do to us. Okay, so At the very, very bottom of Freedom from Covert Harassment and Surveillance, the whole entire organization is supposed to be advocating for organized gang stalking targets, gang stalking targets, and it also exposes some of the technological resources and things that are happening to targeted individuals. In the 3 PDF links that are on the bottom of their homepage, you'll see the resources features that are at the end of those links, those PDF links once you bring them up. Robert Becker and a Robert Duncan is mentioned in them, along with Julian McKinney. You can go to Google and type in live leak Greg Skamansky and Julian McKinney. Okay? Julian McKinney flat out states that even the individuals they're getting to harass a target are being neurally choreographed as they're doing it for future exploitation. They will eventually become targets one day. That's right. So if one target over, say, a 5-year period is gang stalked by over 1,000 different people, do the math. That's just one target. There's millions of us right now in the United States. That's right. It's estimated there's anywhere between 350,000 to 3 million targeted individuals right now in the United States. Each targeted individual is gaslighted, gang stalked by at least 10 to 15 to 30 people in one day. Different people. That's right. That's right. Now, it was either Robert Becker or Robert Duncan is featured at the very, very end of the Jesse Ventura Brain Invader show. He flat out states, Jesse Ventura says to him, are these people literally being abused, or are they crazy? And it's either I think it's Robert Duncan, it could be Robert Becker. He says, no, they're not crazy. They're not being abused, they're being tortured. Every single aspect of our lives, our personal lives, are totally torn down. I've been literally gang stalked inside of multiple different Social Security offices in 3 different states. That's right, Michigan, Connecticut, and San Diego. So whoever's doing this has got a federal position because he's got federal influence. Which means, do they have the ability to take me off Social Security so they can exploit the poverty? To steer me physically into environments they can either influence or directly control from behind the scenes? Of course they do. Of course they do. If they got the ability to perpetrate the technologies that are mentioned in this towards prisoners, which they are doing, do you honestly think that they're not involved in the system? I'm in San Diego, California. My name is Leslie Williams. I make these videos to inform, to expose the truth, because the truth needs to be known. Torture is wrong. Okay? It's wrong. We are innocent people just like you who are watching this video. Average, normal, everyday citizens who are being tortured in real time. Okay? For the sake of research, go to YouTube and type in John Hall Satellite Terrorism. In fact, he's coming out with a movie. It's called The New Breed. He's got a book titled that as well. You can YouTube it, you can Amazon it to get it. Okay, so fellow targeted individuals, do not trust any perpetrators. They will enter your life through friendly appearing means and even respectable environments, including churches, self-help groups, homeless shelters, domestic violence shelters, advocacy groups, and non-profits. So be very careful. I'm in San Diego, California. My name is Leslie Williams. I made this video to inform, to expose the truth. And please do not forget to go to Google and YouTube and type in mind uploading, mind hacking. That's right. Holographic projections. Do they have the ability to upload a person's consciousness into a holographic projection? Do they? Google it. Just Google it. So, the only thing I'm going to say in closing is that, fellow American citizens, the only thing I ask for you to do concerning me is to say a prayer. I'm a good woman. I'm not crazy. I'm not a threat to myself or others. I expose what I expose so people can become informed and aware of what's happening right underneath their noses in their own communities. And if anything happens to me, if I'm put in jail, a group home, an institution, a psychiatric floor, whoever played a role in that is directly taking orders from these perpetrators. Thank you.